congratulations. What a way to start the year with that win at Teretonga, first of all.
Yeah, really good way to hit the ground running, and definitely good to get the first one of 2012. Didn't quite come together in the last two races, but those things happen, and we extracted the most amount of points we could from the weekend. And same thing at Timaru, we had a bit of a bad qualifying, but we got third in the first race. The next two races didn't quite go to plan, but that's motor racing. We're still fourth in the championship, so we're looking for top three.
Well, that's New Zealand, and we all imagine the blue skies and the sunshine. It looks as if you've been having a bit of good old English weather out there so far.
Yeah, I came down here to sort of escape it all, and it's followed me down here. Teretonga was a bit of a washout, to be honest. In the last race, we only got one lap of racing because of the rain, and it was same deal at Timaru. The second race was wet as well. But yeah, this weekend's looking good. It's nice and sunny outside. It's 20-something degrees, so yeah, looking like a nice hot weekend.
Well, you're in Taupo now. Tell us a little bit about that town and what you've seen at the circuit.
Well, I've only just arrived today. As far as I can tell, Taupo is a really nice place. It's this great big lake, and it's got a nice town. Really nice location, and the track looks really good. It used to be an A1 GP track, and yeah, it looks like a nice big wide track and good for racing.
Josh, a full season of Formula Renault UK in 2011. Tell us about this series, how it compares, the level of competition, the car, how it feels.
Well, the Toyota Racing Series car, first of all, compares quite well to the car back home. It is, if anything, it's a little bit more twitchy and has a bit more power. But I think that helps, because if you go here and drive something that's quite hard to hold on to, then when you get back into a Formula Renault, it all seems a bit easier and a bit slower, and you can sort of process it a bit quicker. As for the level of competition, I think this year the level of competition in the Toyota Racing Series is going to be pretty difficult to beat, because they've got the top guys from lots of different championships coming over here up to and including GP2. So it's definitely something that's good to prove your worth against.
Well, it's a great looking series. How did you put together the package to be out there racing?
Well, first of all, we came down here last year as well. So my dad is friends with the series coordinator, and obviously he asked about the championship. We then came down this first year, and then obviously we knew the team from that we had last year. So we're doing the championship with the same team we did last year, with the same engineer I had last year. And that sort of continuity seems to be going working quite well.
Now, when your grandfather raced in the Tasman Series, and I was lucky enough to see him on several occasions on the Australian side of the Tasman Series, the image really was that it was a little bit of racing, but 90% of it was fun and games. And we got to see a little bit of it. Ian Young used to send photographs of the old cricket matches on the beach and a bit of water skiing and things like that. What's it been like from your point of view?
Well, obviously, everything on the weekend is strictly business. We're there to win, and it's nothing can really distract us. But obviously, the time in between the races, from the Sunday nights after leaving the track to sort of the Wednesday before going to the next track, we're enjoying New Zealand. It's a great country to be in, and we've been to Queenstown. Lake Taupo looks like a great place to hang around in. So, yeah, really enjoying it, and looking forward to the other places we're going to.
And it's quite unusual for drivers to be in a bunch and kind of have to stay together, as it were. Which drivers have you been hanging out with, and what's that been like from your point of view? A little bit different from the way it is, I guess, racing in England.
Yeah, I mean, even in England, you tend to not stay away, but you don't tend to get so attached to your teammates even. So it's quite weird to be travelling around with the people you're racing against, and it's quite a good exercise in trying to not make enemies and make it make it quite difficult between you. But I've been hanging out with mainly the drivers from my team, so yeah, we're having a great time.
Well, as I say, the internet connection's a little bit flaky, Josh, but nonetheless, great to touch base with you, and look forward to talking to you again as the series progresses, and then indeed as 2012 progresses. I think you're doing Renault UK again in 2012, correct?
Yeah, Renault UK again, and yeah, look forward to hitting the ground running there as well.
Good. All right, mate. Well, very best of luck this weekend. Hope you get another win very soon, and as I say, we'll be talking to you again. Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers, Vic. Cheers.
Thanks, Josh.